An electrifying new photo is shaking up social media, sparking a frenzy of disbelief. Could this be real? See for yourself. Deep within the shadowy heart of the Waso jungle, where nature runs wild, lurk colossal spiders and sights so surreal they defy imagination.
This jungle area called Waso. Then I believed, because the spiders are this big.
The Amazon rainforest, a realm of untamed mystery, shelters creatures both breathtaking and terrifying, some yet unknown to science. Though human encroachment threatens its depths, the jungle refuses to surrender all its secrets. Ready to uncover the wildest wonders lurking within? Here are 20 of the largest Amazon monsters recently discovered. Giant anaconda. Scientists in Ecuador recently captured a massive green anaconda deep in the Amazon, and it is officially the largest ever documented. If you thought anacondas were big, this one takes things to a whole new level. This is no ordinary snake. It is a monstrous apex predator, the heaviest and one of the longest in the world. Some green anacondas grow beyond 23 feet and weigh up to 610 pounds, but many remain undiscovered, lurking in the dense jungle, possibly even bigger. The thought alone is terrifying. What makes these snakes even more formidable? They have no natural predators. That is right, nothing hunts them. Instead, they feast on almost anything they want. They do not just bite or constrict their prey, they swallow it whole. And if the meal is too big? No problem. They simply dislocate their jaws to fit it in. Imagine encountering one with a giant bulge in its stomach. It is likely digesting a massive meal, slowly breaking it down in eerie silence. Their hunting skills are not limited to land. These creatures dominate rivers, silently waiting beneath the surface before striking. They can even climb trees to ambush prey from above. Nowhere is safe when a green anaconda is on the hunt. The good news? They do not consider humans a primary food source. Arapaima. Giant freshwater fish are vanishing fast, but one Amazonian giant refuses to go down without a fight. Meet the arapaima, an ancient predator stretching up to 10 feet and weighing a staggering 500 pounds. Once on the brink of extinction due to relentless overfishing, this freshwater titan is making a comeback. Thanks to community-led conservation, arapaima numbers have surged by 425% in just 11 years. But its size isn't the only thing that makes this fish a monster. The arapaima is armored, literally. Its scales have a mineralized outer layer, reinforced with layers of collagen arranged for maximum durability. Translation? This fish is tough. Its body rivals the strength of plywood, yet it moves through the water with surprising agility. Despite its freshwater habitat, the arapaima isn't like other river dwellers. It has to breathe air to survive, surfacing regularly to gulp oxygen. This unique trait makes it both resilient and vulnerable, a biological marvel that thrives only where conservation efforts succeed. A fish that once faced extinction is now a symbol of revival, proving that with the right efforts, even giants can rise again. The black caiman. Lurking in the shadowy waters of the Amazon, the black caiman, Melanosuchus niger, is the region's apex predator. This massive reptile, reaching up to 20 feet long and weighing over 1,000 pounds, reigns supreme in its ecosystem. It's the largest member of the Alligatoridae family and one of the most formidable crocodilians in South America. With its dark greenish-black skin, the black caiman is a master of stealth. It vanishes into the murky waters, waiting patiently for the perfect moment to strike. Unlike many predators that kill with a bite, this beast takes a more chilling approach. It drags its prey underwater and drowns it before devouring it. No creature is truly safe in the black caiman's territory. It preys on fish, mammals, birds, and even other predators. Its immense power and razor-sharp teeth make it an unstoppable force, dominating the Amazonian food chain. While jaguars and anacondas may share its hunting grounds, few dare challenge this living relic of the prehistoric world. But its danger isn't limited to animals. The black caiman has been known to attack humans, its nocturnal habits making encounters even more terrifying. With eyes glowing in the night, it moves silently, striking without warning. One moment the water seems still, the next, it's too late. A creature of sheer brute strength and unmatched stealth, the black caiman remains one of the Amazon's deadliest inhabitants. Jaguar. Did you know the name jaguar comes from the indigenous word jaguar, meaning he who kills with one leap? These formidable predators once roamed from the southwestern United States to Argentina, but today their range has shrunk by half. Only about 173,000 remain, mostly in the Amazon rainforest and the Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland. Brazil alone is home to nearly half of them. Jaguars are the only true big cats of the Americas. Sorry, mountain lions don't count. Ranking as the third largest feline after tigers and lions, they stand out in both behavior and hunting tactics. Unlike lions, they don't form prides, nor do they rely on pack hunting. These solitary hunters dominate their territory alone, relying on stealth, speed, and unmatched power. But what truly sets them apart? Their lethal bite. Jaguars have the most powerful jaws of any big cat, capable of crushing bones and even piercing skulls. They don't just hunt on land, they're expert swimmers, fearlessly taking down caimans, anacondas, and even other apex predators. If a jaguar sets its sights on prey, escape is nearly impossible. With sleek bodies built for stealth and sheer force to take down anything in their path, these majestic creatures remain undisputed kings of the Amazon. The kangaroo. Deep in the Amazon, a small but sinister fish lurks beneath the waters. Meet the kangaroo, also known as the vampire fish, cañero, or toothpick fish. This parasitic catfish belongs to the Trichomicteridae family and thrives in the murky rivers of Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. Though tiny, it has earned a notorious reputation that sends chills down the spine of anyone daring to wade into its domain. What makes the kangaroo so infamous? It doesn't rely on brute force or venom. It's a master infiltrator. Typically, it preys on larger fish by slipping into their gills and feasting on their blood. But what truly terrifies people is the persistent legend that this fish can invade the human body in the most horrifying way imaginable, by swimming up the urethra. According to folklore, men relieving themselves in the river risk an excruciating parasitic invasion. Sounds like something out of a nightmare, right? While stories of kangaroo attacks on humans date back to the 19th century, actual evidence remains scarce. The first so-called documented case of a urethral invasion wasn't reported until 1997, and even that remains highly controversial. Science largely debunks the idea of a fish swimming against a urine stream to enter the body, yet the myth refuses to die. Despite its tiny size, usually just a few centimeters long, this fish has secured a spot as one of the Amazon's most feared creatures. Whether fact or fiction, the kangaroo's reputation alone is enough to keep swimmers on edge. River stingray. The Amazonian river stingray, Potamotragon, is one of the most fascinating yet dangerous freshwater creatures. Found in the murky waters of the Amazon and Orinoco river basins, these stingrays thrive in slow-moving waters with sandy or muddy bottoms, where they camouflage perfectly. Unlike their marine relatives, they are entirely freshwater adapted, showcasing unique evolutionary traits. These stingrays vary in size, with some species reaching up to 3.3 feet in diameter and weighing over 40 pounds. Their disc-shaped bodies are covered in striking patterns of spots and rings, which serve as both camouflage and a warning to predators. Equipped with a venomous barb on their tails, they can deliver excruciatingly painful stings if stepped on or provoked. Their venom causes intense pain, swelling, necrosis, and in rare cases, severe infections or even death due to secondary complications. Despite their fearsome defense mechanism, river stingrays are generally shy and prefer to avoid human contact. However, unsuspecting swimmers or fishermen who accidentally step on them may suffer severe injuries. As crucial components of the Amazon's ecosystem, they play a role in controlling prey populations while also facing threats from habitat destruction and the exotic pet trade. Electric eel. Scientists have uncovered two previously unknown species of electric eel in the Amazon. and one of them delivers a record-breaking shock. This electrifying revelation highlights the Amazon rainforest's astonishing biodiversity, much of which remains undiscovered. Despite decades of deforestation, logging, and fires, the rainforest continues to yield incredible finds. Even with human impact over the last 50 years, we're still discovering massive fish like these electric eels, says zoologist C. David DeSantana from the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. These discoveries aren't just about identifying new species, they could hold medical or technological breakthroughs. The Amazon is teeming with unknown creatures, some of which may lead to disease cures or innovations we've never imagined. Electric eels, though not true eels, are nature's living batteries. They generate and release high-voltage shocks, with some species reaching a staggering 650 volts, higher than a household power outlet. Some reports even claim shocks exceeding 800 volts. This built-in defense system helps them stun prey or ward off predators. But how dangerous are they to humans? While their jolt is powerful, it's rarely fatal unless certain conditions, like full submersion and poor health, come into play. In most cases, an encounter leaves you momentarily stunned rather than seriously harmed. Red-bellied piranhas. Say piranha, and your mind jumps to vicious, flesh-eating swarms straight out of a horror movie. But the truth about red-bellied piranhas is far less dramatic and much more fascinating. Yes, they have razor-sharp teeth. Yes, they can unleash a chaotic feeding frenzy. But are they the mindless killers pop culture makes them out to be? Not even close. These freshwater fish are scavengers first and hunters second. They're more likely to nibble on fallen fruit or feast on a carcass than take down live prey. Think of them as the vultures of the water, cleaning up their ecosystem rather than terrorizing it. Another myth? Piranhas don't hunt in packs. Their large schools aren't about attacking, they're about survival. Sticking together helps them fend off bigger predators like caimans, birds, and larger fish. The so-called feeding frenzies happen mostly when food is scarce, competition is high, or they feel threatened. Despite their fearsome reputation, red-bellied piranhas are crucial to their environment. By scavenging dead or dying creatures, they prevent decay from polluting the water. Their diet isn't strictly meat-based either. They're omnivores, meaning plants, fruits, and seeds are also on the menu. While they deserve respect, they don't deserve the exaggerated terror attached to their name. These fish aren't lurking in the water, waiting to strip bones clean in seconds. In reality, they're cautious, intelligent, and far more balanced than their Hollywood persona suggests. Manatees. Ever heard of a sea cow? That's the nickname for manatees, and it fits perfectly. These slow-moving, gentle giants glide through rivers and coastal waters, powered by their strong tails. Despite their bulky size, they're surprisingly graceful, cruising at about 5 miles per hour, but capable of short bursts up to 15 miles per hour. Manatees are mostly solitary or travel in small groups. If you spot one from above the water, you'll likely only see its nose and nostrils peeking out. Though they never leave the water, they must surface for air. While resting, a manatee can hold its breath for up to 15 minutes, but when active, it resurfaces every few minutes. The Amazonian manatee, one of the largest freshwater species, can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh over 1,000 pounds. Despite their size, they are incredibly shy and elusive, spending their days grazing on aquatic plants. They inhabit freshwater lakes, lagoons, and blackwater rivers across Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Brazil. Unfortunately, their slow-moving nature makes them easy targets for hunters. Habitat destruction due to deforestation and frequent boat collisions further threatens their survival. These gentle creatures wouldn't harm a soul, yet humans have driven them to vulnerable status. To make matters worse, tracking their population is a challenge, so no one knows exactly how many remain. The golden poison frog. Deadly, vibrant, and utterly fascinating, the golden poison frog, Phyllobates terribilis, is no ordinary amphibian. Native to Colombia's rainforests, This tiny creature holds the title of the most poisonous animal on Earth. A single frog carries enough toxin to kill 10 adult humans, yet it remains completely immune to its own venom. Growing up to 2.3 inches in length and nearly 1.1 ounce in weight, this species is the largest among poison dart frogs. Interestingly, females tend to be bigger than males, but size is not its defining trait. Its potent defense is. The frog's skin secretes a deadly batrachotoxin, capable of causing instant paralysis and cardiac arrest. No known antidote exists. For centuries, Colombia's indigenous people have harnessed this toxin, carefully extracting it to coat the tips of their blow darts for hunting. This lethal efficiency is how the species earned the name poison dart frog. Unfortunately, this remarkable amphibian is now endangered. Deforestation and habitat destruction threaten its survival, pushing it closer to extinction. Conservation efforts are crucial to preserving both the species and its delicate ecosystem. Despite its danger, the golden poison frog is an ecological marvel. Its toxicity is a natural masterpiece, an evolutionary defense perfected over time. While its striking appearance may be tempting to observe, one thing is clear: admire from a distance. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. A recently alleged discovery of a massive crocodile skeleton has reignited speculation about prehistoric giants. Modern saltwater crocodiles can reach up to 23 feet and weigh over 2,200 pounds, but fossils suggest ancient species like Sarcosuchus imperator grew nearly 40 feet long. If genuine, this find could rival even the largest known prehistoric crocodilians, challenging our understanding of their maximum size. Scientists remain skeptical, but the possibility of an undiscovered behemoth lurking in history is tantalizing. Do you think this recreation of a monstrous crocodile made from bones discovered in the Amazon could be real? We sure hope not. Giant anteater. The giant anteater is a true oddity of nature, part predator, part pacifist, and entirely fascinating. Native to Central and South America, this massive insectivore is the largest of the 4 anteater species. With an elongated snout, shaggy tail, and dagger-like claws, it's built for survival. Unlike its arboreal relatives, the giant anteater roams the ground, scouring grasslands and rainforests for its favorite snack: ants and termites. Now here's the wild part. Its sense of smell isn't just impressive, it's 40 times stronger than a human's. That's how it pinpoints ant mounds with eerie precision. And once it finds them, its 2-foot-long tongue flicks in and out at an insane speed, up to 150 times per minute, scooping up thousands of insects before the colony can fight back. But don't be fooled by its peaceful feeding habits. Those claws? They're not just for digging. When threatened, a giant anteater can stand on its hind legs and use them as lethal weapons, fending off jaguars and pumas in a fight for survival. Despite its efficiency, this creature doesn't overstay its welcome at a mound. It feeds quickly, usually under a minute, before moving on to avoid painful ant bites. That means while the anteater enjoys an endless buffet, the ants get a brief moment of relief before the next visit. In this bizarre predator-prey dynamic, it's safe to say the ants are fighting a losing battle. The Andean bear. The Andean bear, better known as the spectacled bear, is the only bear species native to South America. Its name comes from the cream-colored markings around its eyes, resembling a pair of spectacles. No two bears share the same pattern, making each one unique. These markings can extend down the throat and chest, contrasting with its thick black or dark brown fur. Unlike most bears, the spectacled bear is primarily herbivorous. Around 90% of its diet consists of fruits, leaves, and cacti, though it occasionally eats small animals. As expert climbers, they spend much of their time in trees, escaping predators or searching for food. This habit makes them crucial to the rainforest ecosystem, as they help disperse seeds, promoting plant growth. Despite their mostly gentle nature, they have a complicated relationship with humans. They are not naturally aggressive, but can become defensive if provoked. However, fear and misunderstandings have made them targets for hunting. Farmers often blame them for livestock attacks, leading to illegal killings. Habitat destruction further threatens their population, pushing them closer to endangerment. Seeing a spectacled bear in the wild is a rare and remarkable experience. They typically live up to 25 years, but deforestation and human interference continue to shorten their lifespan. Fortunately, conservation efforts are underway to protect them from poaching and habitat loss. South America's only native bear is more than just a fascinating creature. It plays a vital role in maintaining the rainforest's delicate balance. Protecting the spectacled bear means preserving an entire ecosystem that depends on its survival. Capybaras. Rodents aren't always small and scurrying. Enter the capybara, the world's largest rodent, a semi-aquatic marvel, and the undisputed chill master of South America. These oversized guinea pig relatives thrive near water, spending their days swimming, grazing, and dodging predators like jaguars and caimans. Despite their massive size, capybaras are anything but fearsome. They stand around 23.6 inches tall, with a stocky build and an expression that seems almost wise. Their calm demeanor and social nature make them unique among rodents. Unlike their jittery cousins, capybaras embrace a laid-back lifestyle, often seen lounging in the sun, half submerged in a river, or forming tight-knit groups. Water isn't just a luxury, it's essential. Capybaras rely on aquatic environments for food and survival. Their diet consists mainly of grasses and water plants, but their relationship with water goes beyond just feeding. When danger strikes, capybaras don't run, they dive. They can hold their breath for several minutes, disappearing beneath the surface until threats pass. This built-in escape mechanism makes them surprisingly elusive despite their bulky frames. Their social habits are just as fascinating. Capybaras rarely live alone, preferring to stick together in groups of 10 to 20. This herd mentality keeps them safe and reinforces their highly interactive behavior. They communicate through purrs, barks, and chirps, displaying a level of social intelligence uncommon in most rodents. Some people even keep capybaras as pets. Their friendly disposition makes them appealing, but they require plenty of space, constant access to water, and at least one companion. A lonely capybara is an unhappy one. While they can bond with humans and even other animals, their need for social interaction remains non-negotiable. Far from being monsters, capybaras are some of nature's most intriguing creatures. The Titan beetle. The Titan beetle, just the name alone sounds like a creature straight out of a sci-fi movie. But this isn't some mythical monster. It's one of the largest beetles on Earth, measuring up to a staggering 6.7 inches. Some unconfirmed reports even claim specimens reaching 8 inches in length. First impressions might make you think it's a tree-chopping, poison-immune juggernaut. Reality? Even more fascinating. The Titan beetle isn't just big, it's built like a tank. Its flat, broad body is shielded by a dark brown exoskeleton lined with sharp spines. Its long antennae resemble twigs, adding to its camouflage, while its legs end in hook-like claws, making it an expert climber. But the real highlight? Those powerful jaws. Legend has it that a Titan beetle's bite can snap pencils, pierce wood, and even injure a human finger. Testing that theory? Not recommended. Despite their monstrous appearance, these beetles have a surprisingly short lifespan. Adults emerge, mate, and die within just a few weeks. No one knows much about their private lives, where they lay eggs, how their larvae develop, or if they even have social behaviors. What if they travel in groups, watching us as we capture one of their own? A terrifying yet thrilling thought. One thing's for sure, when it comes to sheer size, strength, and mystery, the Titan beetle reigns supreme in the insect world. Elvis the crocodile. Elvis the crocodile isn't just another reptile, he's an Australian icon. Known for his legendary tantrums and wild antics, this 15-foot beast has ruled the Australian reptile park for decades. At 55 years old, he's not slowing down anytime soon. In true Elvis fashion, he recently celebrated his birthday by devouring an entire cow's leg. When you weigh 1,100 pounds, A snack that size is just another Tuesday. Elvis first made headlines in 2011 when he stole his keeper's lawnmower. Yes, you read that right. This cranky croc snatched a running mower right out of the keeper's hands and dragged it into his enclosure. The stunt earned him the title of Australia's crankiest crocodile, and the internet couldn't get enough. Decades later, he remains a fan favorite, proving that bad behavior pays off, at least in the reptile world. Despite his infamous temper, Elvis is only middle-aged. Crocodiles can live up to 100 years, meaning he's got plenty of time left to terrorize his keepers and gulp down massive meals. But if you think Elvis is a monster, wait until you hear about Dioscuchus rex. Paleontologists recently unearthed fossils of this prehistoric super predator, a 40-foot crocodile that roamed Earth 75 million years ago. This behemoth had 6-inch teeth and a bite force stronger than a T-Rex, capable of crushing bone and swallowing humans whole. Found in ancient African swamps, it was a true apex predator, even hunting dinosaurs. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.